We have our experiment set up. You remember the origin and the scale. Okay. We now want to start establishing some points. So I like to play this a little bit, but I'm going to play it until I move my fingers into the mini launcher. And then I'm just going to frame forward until that ball comes out. I want to go backwards here. And then I want to tap it. So I'm going to double tap. I'm going to move in on this. Hopefully we can see this. So if I frame forward, you can kind of see the ball right here a little bit. So what I try to do is I want to go back in when I think that it's actually in the launcher, like in this location. I'm going to tap. I want to put a point right there, like that. And you'll see the ball start to emanate. And so now I'll just go down here and frame forward. Uno, dos, slide on over, tres, cuatro. So you see this particular point. What I want to do, this is when the ball actually strikes the table. We can't really see it. We have to kind of guess. So this is always occurring when it comes to measurement. You're going to have a certain amount of error with every measurement that you make. So I want to go in between these two V's. So you'll see a V here. Then you'll see another V here. I want to go where they cross one another. Okay? So I'm going to move my crosshairs down here. And then I want to, that's vertical. And then horizontally, I want to go between the shadow and the table. So I want to select that point. So I'll put my crosshairs down like so. Okay? Then I just place another point. And you'll notice that the ball just flies off. So I am going to move back and I am going to play until I load the next ball, pause it, and then frame forward. You see the ball come out. Now I'm going to frame backwards once, twice, so it's in there. I'm going to put my target, my reticle, right at this location. I'm going to tap, and you see it come out, right? So I'm going to continue to frame forward. I'll move over again, and then again, and you'll see that the ball is going to land again. Now I'm not going to try to localize things based on this point down here. I want to put my vertical right between those V's, and then I want to put this between the shadow and the table. Now it just so happens that it's in the same location. That's fine. It may not do that every time. So it's the technique that we're going to pursue here. Let me just play the next ball in. Frame forward. There it is coming out. I'm going to go back one frame, move my reticle right there, place a point, frame forward. There we go. It's right here, so I'm going to go right in between. That's my vertical, and here's my horizontal. Tap. All right. So I'm just going to play, load another ball, frame forward. Oh, there it is. I'll just keep going through the experiment just like that. Now what's going to happen is you're going to end up with 10 sets of data. Okay? 10 sets of data, which is going to amount to 20 points. If you don't have 20 points, you've missed some. Common mistakes are you double tap on the origin, or you put 2 points at the origin, which is right here. So I can tap on this particular area here and end up putting 2 points here when all I need is 1. So I'm only trying to tap once. So I put a new point there, frame forward. And again, I can bring this down, get right in the center. Again, I'm not looking at those points down at the bottom. All right. And we're going to keep doing that. I didn't get that point, so I need to back this up. There it is. See, this time you can barely see this, so it's even more of a guess. Tap. So I don't know how many points I have here, but the way you can check is by selecting on this little funny looking graph here, or this icon that represents a graph. Slide over once, and you'll notice that I have time here, and then I have my X. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there should be one more ball that'll come out. So I'll just say done right here. And play this until I load up another ball. Double tap, let me slide in on this one. Frame forward. Go back once. That's good. It looks as though I tapped it, so I'm just going to go with that. And the ball is landing in this area now. So you see that there's a spread. There's always a spread. There's an error associated with that. So let's just double check our points. Yep. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And we have 10 going down. So I am going to go ahead and save this to Dropbox, and you guys may not see it take place, but I'm going to save it to Dropbox. You make sure you save it to Dropbox, to the appropriate folder, and go ahead and bring up a picture of your scale, of your origin and your scale. The next video we'll get into analyzing this data.